here, the defensive safety man is too close to the scrimmage line. Using the same formation, the alert quarterback calls for a quick kick. The ball is passed to the fullback. He gives it to the left half, who takes 3 steps and quick kicks over the safety man's head. Defensive mistakes are costly.
Defense so frustrated the Giants that New York resorted to arcane tricks, last seen at LSU during the heyday of the Chinese Bandits. The quick kick play placed an unhealthy burden on the Giants' defense, but led by number 64, nose guard John Mendenhall, New York rocked Redskin blockers back on their heels. Quarterback Sonny Jurgensen felt the Giants' wrath, and so did his.
Have been playing solid defensively throughout this second half, giving up only the 40-yard field goal to Thomas.
Just a 3-man rush.
And it's a quick kick by McMahon. Good play by the Bears. All the way down into the 34-yard line. It rolls back up to the 35 where it is down. And so the Bears quick kicking it with McMahon, who has been a punter in his time, showing that he still got some ability. And maybe he got that from the playbook of Mike McCormick in Seattle.
That's right. Of course, Mike called it, he called it a high school play. Remember that? Well, Mike Ditka picked up on it, came up.
16 at 24 from McMahon, having another fine afternoon passing. And a quick kick by Jim McMahon. Not a terrific one, but let's see how the bounce goes. It's the Chicago bounce. Still going. And will go out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Well, Johnny, what do you think?
We haven't seen that one in a long time. Jim McMahon with his first punt in the NFL.
Look at him. You can tell he's unhappy that it wasn't a good kick, like he really gets to practice a lot, right?
Okay, well, it surprised everybody. They didn't get a real good bounce out of it. They figured, I guess, 3rd and 25 as Kenny Marjorum's down there to down the ball. It hits him, but Tampa Bay has the ball. And actually, I think Tampa Bay would take that play, don't you?
Yeah, I would say so. 33-yard punt, it turns out, for McMahon.
There's Butler. On 3rd down, they will punt. And as Darryl Rogers, in describing the way they've been playing this season, is to utilize the long field for the opposition, the short field for themselves. Black had to field a high snap. It was nearly blocked, and a flag is down. Dewerson at the 8-yard line. The Bears are probably going to be called for roughing or running into the kicker.
Otis Wilson was back there, and he ran into Black after he punted the ball. Now, Otis Wilson, 55, may have been confused back that he had to jump up and get the ball and thought that maybe the protection for the punter was off. But it's not off unless the ball hits the ground.
Tom Dooley.
Personal foul, running into the kicker, number 55 on the receiving team, first down.
Well, the Lions were playing defensively and wound up with a big break here. They've got a first down.
There's the hit by Otis Wilson after Black got rid of the ball, and he did hit him. There's no question about the situation. Correct call. The Lions maintain possession.
Bill Smith. But that's the problem, really, with the shotgun when you're playing on the road.
They need to get to the Redskin 43 and a quick kick, but it's blocked and picked off by the Redskins at the 29. Jaworski told us that Cunningham might quick kick. They tried it, but the Redskins were ready.
I don't know that they were ready. I think they were probably just going in like they were going to rush him like he was a passer. See, they don't know now he's kicking. They're just rushing the passer. I think he kicked his own guy. It was Ron Baker, his right guard, number 63. I think he kicked him right in the backside. And the ball went up in the air, and Rich Malott was there, and he got the return. So yeah, he just kicked the low one. He kicked the low liner right into the hip area.
Could have been a double play. Hip area, huh? Euphemistically, Redskins trailing 7-3, have it at the 20.
With the right hand, and I can't believe they called that.
Again, it doesn't seem to be in the spirit. A quick kick by Cunningham. Randall Cunningham with a quick kick with the Vikings up on the line, and it goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So maybe it's Mississippi and LSU 1959 all over again, Dan.
Well, it's a game of field position too, Dick, and that's a 58-yarder. He's going to make the Pro Bowl as a punter.
A 58-yard kick, and that's not the first time Cunningham has done it against the Redskins. 2 years ago, he also quick kicked.
He's in the shotgun formation, and what he can't do is step forward. He steps one back and then comes forward and really unloads.
Well, that's the second kick of 50.
And really, Cunningham took a real chance in throwing that ball. That was perfectly defensed by their all-pros, Marshall and Taylor. Quick kick, 3rd down, 17. Randall Cunningham will do this. He did it earlier in the year against Minnesota. And this time he gets good yardage, and here comes Terry Kennard, who is probably thinking along those lines, but you never know. Cunningham, from that shotgun formation, can do a lot of things, and one of them is be very effective as a kicker. He probably is the best punter on this team. A smart play with that down.
Opinion is that no matter who made that call, Dick Duran would say, it was my call. Marcus Stroud telling us that one of the things the players appreciate is that Dick Duran never throws anyone under the bus, player or coach.
And there's a quick kick by Castle.
You gotta love Belichick.
And he gets the roll down to the 10.
Oh,
the wind continues.
Oh, it'll go to the 1.
The football to the 5.
It'll go all the way down.
Matt Castle, the best punter in the league today. 57 yards.
Howard, Jim, and Phil possibly going to cover all the storylines in this game this afternoon. And Chad Pennington coming back to New York after he was jettisoned by the Jets, and just unceremoniously shown the door and handed his hat. And what he did for the Dolphins, the turnaround of the Dolphins.
Look at Fred Jackson on the punt return. He has been incredible today.
Watch him just before we came on the air, and boy, all the doubt in his career.
How about the fact we got 6 teams still alive now after tonight, and we got 2 Harbaughs still in the mix. And look at this. Punting it is Brady. And he's going to love this. Quick kick by the quarterback. And we got a skirmish going on here. Ayers and Light and others. Dave Belichick's in the mix there, just trying to separate everyone.
Well, sure, if he doesn't want one of his players to get suspended or something happen that could affect your game next week.
Champ Bailey was one of the last on the ground.
Get your hands on it!
Robert Ayers.
The punt. Tom Brady on 3rd and 32. It's week 17, and you know that Bill Belichick could pull something out of the bag of tricks.
But it did not fool Buffalo. Jim Leonard was back about 20 yards deep anticipating this play, and wisely called for a fair catch.
Offense, number 14. The passer was in the pocket. There was no receiver in the area.
Wow, you don't see an intentional grounding call on a pass thrown way downfield.
For no pressure, 2 for the blown route.
It's a huge penalty. Makes it 2nd and 16. Clifford to Dotson. Very short game. He was closely watched by McCreary. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I haven't either.
A downfield shot, intentional grounding.
And Bill makes a great point. It wasn't as if he was feeling a lot of pressure and I got to hurry up and get rid of the ball. He had time. Just a miscommunication. But nonetheless, Auburn, after that touchdown drive, they make some adjustments and get Clifford and Penn State's offense off the field. So you see Auburn's offense have an answer, and now the defense with an answer of their own.
So that somewhat odd call messed things up.
Sure did.
We're having a conversation. Is it about the down? I don't. The initial signal was 4th down. Now the yard marker says 3rd down.
The direct down is 4th down.
There's been some confusion a couple of times with the down markers in the chain gang tonight. James Franklin was concerned. That's what the coaches look at when they make the play calls. Stout to kick it away. End over end kick. Robertson decides to just get away from it. That was going to be awkward to try to field another booming punt.
It's under quite a bit of pressure.
I think that's a good call. And here's the thing about it. It's ironic that they...
Offense. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. Third down.
31 of the Ducks.
8 defenders in coverage. Oh, nothing.
And Nakia Watson, not much room, and they're going to play field position here. Practice? Yeah.
Uterus cycle, whatever the thing he was on.
Another one of those Aussies that really does the job. Fair catch at the 5 by Chris Hudson.
After review, the down was erroneously reported on the previous series. We will go back to the previous series. It'll be Washington State ball, 3rd and 17.
Wow. So they're saying that after the grounding penalty that they set the down incorrectly. Well, we certainly bought into it. That was the announcement we just got from Mike McCabe. So Dave Lambrose, our replay official, had to ring that down. That had to be from the replay booth, which they can do now, to us. So we were as lost as many of you were.
That returner here so that the clock does wind down. Don't give the Bombers any chance. You saw what happened last time. So Beatty. Line drive. And the Bombers do a little razzle-dazzle. Ryan Langford is going to boot it onside. Look out! Timothy Flanders is onside. The clock is going to come down, though. And they could get a single here.
Got to give yards.
There is no yards, and back and forth. This is CFL football at its finest. There is a no yards call.
I'll tell you what, though, there is no reason at that point for the Bombers to kick it back. When you that last punt.
Here's a high school 3rd down punt for you guys. It might not even be a 3rd down punt, but the guy on Twitter said it was. There's actually a surprising amount of high school football teams that do punt on 3rd down. So I got a couple of those videos. I didn't think it was too relevant. I wanted to focus mostly on college and NFL. So let me guys know in the comments if you want me to post those. They're pretty interesting. As well as, yeah, that's about, here's a list of other 3rd down punts I could not find. If you guys find the videos or any links, send them to me. I'll put them in an updated list. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the 1-point safety movement. Join us. Let's get a 1-point safety to happen in the NFL.
I try to run, but see, I'm not that fast. I think I'm first, but surely finish last. Cause day and night